The 8th running of the Daytona 500 was on a cool, clear Florida day in 1967. Temperatures in the 50s chilled the crowd, but allowed for hot action on the track. The greats were there: Richard Petty and Freddie Lorenzen, favored to win in car 28. Another favorite was David Pearson. On the pole was Curtis Turner in the race's only Chevelle. And there was a young newcomer, USAC champion Mario Andretti. After 500 miles of racing and a total of 9 caution flags, the 1967 Daytona 500 produced a surprise winner. Today, the race is considered by many as one of the top 5 upsets in Daytona 500 history.
There they go. And Curtis Turner goes to the lead just that quickly. Curtis has always been in charge. And Chevelle today, he has quickly taken the lead as they head into the first turn. There you see him. Oh, a good 50 yards out in front already. That's Richard Petty, second place up high, and right along with him is Leroy Yarborough. The whole field very closely bunched at this point. We'll try to sort them out as they begin to drop down into their position.
Jim, the experts say that never before have so many drivers been capable of winning. 15 or 20 can win this race today.
In the early going, lead changes and several caution flags triggered by cars spinning out in the cold conditions left the newcomer, the USAC champion, in the lead.
We're back at Daytona, and the battle goes on. The leader is still Mario Andretti, but we have to say more about that. Mario Andretti did not pit under the yellow flag when all of the other leaders did, so he could be in kind of a bad situation, although he's still in first place, right, Chris?
Well, he's going to have to stop. There's no question about that. Why he didn't is puzzling everyone, and probably his pit crew more than anyone.
Andretti was repeatedly able to pull to the front, turning laps at 180 miles per hour. His gamble not to pit earlier paid off.
Just about side by side on the banking. And look out for Goldsmith. There he goes. The tail of his car began to fishtail wobble, and then you saw him going up to the rail down into the infield, and miraculously no other cars ran into.
Just past the 100-mile mark, Andretti got the break he needed with a yellow flag pit stop.
Here is the big break for Mario Andretti.
Racing resumed, but the yellow flag was out again. The field was thinned considerably as cold weather contributed to less grip on the track and more spins on the turns. As the smoke cleared, a fierce battle began at the front. Baker, Derringer, Pearson, and Andretti traded the lead. Fred Lorenzen stalked them and waited for his opportunity.
There's been many, many changes in the lead, Jim. It may even set a record. Over 20 changes in the lead so far.
David Pearson, Andretti, and Freddie Lorenzen were bunched together, well ahead of the pack, but racing too wide and bumper to bumper for the lead.
And now Mario definitely has the lead again, but look at Lorenzen hanging there right with him, and dropping way back suddenly is David Pearson.
He's in trouble, Jim.
He's had it. Look at that. Smoke pouring from the engine of his car, a blown engine, and quite possibly a lot of debris being scattered on that track.
Under the last yellow flag pit stop of the race, teammates Andretti and Lorenzen pitted at the same time. Lorenzen got away first. Andretti would later wonder if his crew kept the jack under his car just a little longer than necessary.
Now there's the green flag. There he goes. He's still got it, Chris.
He certainly has. The car is performing beautifully, Jim. And with Pearson out, that's moved Tiny Lund into third place, and Jim Hilton into fourth, and sports car driver Jerry Grant into fifth place in the race now.
And look at Mario Andretti streaking away from Fred Lorenzen.
Andretti had the power on that day. Consistently turning laps of 180 miles per hour or higher, he opened the lead. With just 5 miles left to race, he was 22 seconds ahead of second-place driver Fred Lorenzen. On lap 198, Richard Petty lost his engine. The resulting oil on the track took out Jerry Grant and Jim Hurtubise. With just 1 lap to go, Andretti takes the white flag at the same time the caution flag comes out.
Mario Andretti ready to take the checkered flag, and there it is.
He made it.
Mario Andretti has won the 1967 Daytona 500. He's won it with an average speed of 146.9 miles per hour. However, that's deceiving because there were 9 yellow flags today. Had it not been for that, the average speed could have been well up in the 170s, I should think.
The Great American Race of 1967. 50 cars started, just 18 finished. The unexpected winner made this race one of the top 5 upsets in Daytona 500 history.